Here is a message from the angels for whenever you see this video. It's going to connect with you. It's going to resonate with you. And this message is going to connect in that time. The angels are here to tell us that right now there's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of disconnections. There's a lot of judgment going on in the world. It is a battle for your attention. The darkness wants your attention. It wants your decision to be connected to darkness. And God is wanting for you to see and to hear only positivity and God. And that is where we need to be focusing on right now. It is a battle for your attention because you are part of the collective and your energy connects to the world. All the war, all the disconnections that are happening all over us, it is an attempt from the darkness to create more chaos, to keep you feeling hopeless, to keep you feeling like nothing's going to change. Like, what is the point? God is the point. All the goodness that goes on is the point. But we're constantly only focusing on the darkness. That means that the darkness has you. If you're constantly connecting with only darkness, if all you see is darkness around you, it means that darkness is surrounding you. So you need to make some changes. You need to make some changes of your attention. Where is your energy going? Because that is your choice. There's a cleaning up also of a lot of spiritual teachers, religious teachers, religious entities that are going on in this moment. God is tired of people misusing his name for their own selfish purposes. Whether it's a joke, whether it's I thought it looked like a doctor, or I thought it was the picture, it doesn't matter. We all see clear what people are trying to do, which is to misuse God's name for their own selfish and negative purpose. In the Bible, that is called blasphemy, when someone pretends to be God, when someone wants to take away the attention from God, the worship, the connection from God. And God is allowing these things to come through so that you're able to see with your own eyes and not deny it. Those are the two things you need to be focusing on right now: seeing and hearing. What are you seeing and what are you hearing that God is sending you? And what are you choosing to believe based on what? Don't be afraid to be wrong. Don't be afraid to start all over. Don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid of change. God is allowing us to see what really is going on, the intentions of people around us. And now it's your choice to listen what you're seeing, to listen what you're hearing. God already did his job. He showed you the proof. He allowed this to happen so that you see it and you hear it. Now it's your choice. Are you going to just settle? Are you going to ignore? Or are you going to trust what God is telling you? And this is happening everywhere. In religion, in spirit, in the spiritual community also. Are you listening to God or are you listening to that person? When did we start to get so away from Jesus and from God that we started to listen to people? That we started to listen to people that want the attention to go to them instead of God and Jesus. That is where it's wrong. Because there's a lot of people that preach about God, that preach about Jesus, but they always make sure that the worship, that the credit, that the glory goes to God and to Jesus. And then there's those that want the glory for themselves, that want the worship for themselves. That is what God is showing us right now. Who is really working for him? Who is really humble? Who is telling the truth? And you have a natural ability to feel God's truth. Not in your mind and not in the way you excuse things with the fear of being wrong or with a fear of allowing someone else to be right, but simply because God is giving it to you. One of the very important messages the angels said to talk to you about in this video was to have faith in the light of God, to believe in the light of God. Because those that live in darkness don't see a way out. And because they don't see a way out, they create more misery for people. They spread more hate because misery truly loves company. And people that are connected with darkness, that live in darkness, they want to contaminate everyone else with darkness. They want to spread hate and darkness just because that's all they have, because they live in darkness. So they have nothing else to give but to give darkness. But when you believe in the light of God, when you have faith in the light of God, you become sons and daughters of the light. And for those people, God is always lighting the way towards abundance, towards growth, towards happiness. Do not stay in darkness. Believe and have faith in the light of God so that we all become sons and daughters of the light. If we were all to be sons and daughters of the light, imagine how that world would be. But some people want to be in the darkness. All they know is darkness. They like what the darkness has to give them. Whether it's for their own selfish reasons, whether it's the way they get wealth, whether it's because they can only think about themselves and no one else. Whatever their choice is of being in the darkness, remember that people that are in the darkness, people that are with the devil, they only want to spread darkness. They're going to try everything in their power to only spread darkness and to make you think and manipulate you in a way that excuses their dark behavior. A lot of people excuse war. They think that God would be okay with war. God created no weapon and no war. That is something humans create. And whether you want to excuse the behavior of unaliving another person, that is not God. If you think winning a war or whatever purpose of your war happened, you think God's going to be okay with it? His children still were damaged in that process. Because war becomes a political issue and God and politics don't mix at all. Because the excuses that we try to make for war or for hurting another person, it's excuses you make to make yourself feel better. But God doesn't excuse that. When there's a conflict between two people or two countries, both people and both populations of those countries are God's children. Both of them. Now picture two of your kids having a conflict. Who would you choose? God is in the exact same predicament. But his love for us is everlasting. His love, his faith, and his belief in us never ends. So we can try to excuse, right? The reason why this war happened, the reason why this happened, yes, people make awful decisions. People are evil. But we cannot we don't fight evil with evil. We fight evil with good. So when you're treating or trying to end something that is evil with another evil act, evil just keeps going. But some of us think that the evil act is excused because it benefits us, right? But it's still something negative. And we're all part of the problem, honestly. But that is what God's trying to change right now. He's trying to get to people to see the light, to have faith in the light, so that we can become sons and daughters of the light. So, try your hardest to be in that place. Try your hardest to not be overtaken by that place. Because this can end, but we first have to clear all of the dark people that want to keep this going. And we'll leave that job to God. God knows what he's doing. That's why he's presenting us with these evidence. He's presenting us with these things that show us who people really are. Now it's up to us to listen. Are we going to ignore it? Are we going to listen? Are we going to listen to God? Are you going to listen to fear? It is your choice. Just have that in mind.